Hello guys, how are you? I am Marcus Magiolo. I'm an author and also an animal behaviorist. Yes, I work with dogs. And first of all, before we start the video today, I would love to say thank you for the thousands of people that have been reading my books. I'm very happy. The sales of Ancient Clues are starting going very high. So thank you very much for that. I will do very soon another video reading the comments of my readers. I did that last month and people love that, so I'm gonna do that again very soon. So I'm preparing, I'm trying to choose the best comments, the good and the bad, you know, it's fine. But very soon I'm going to do another video reading the reviews and the comments about my books. So today, the video today is to talk about something that people ask me. It's funny because I'm starting to get comments and messages on Instagram from people that are thinking about publishing books, and I'm getting these questions: how do I do it? What should I need to do? So it's fun. It's fun to start having that kind of feedback that I never thought I would have one day. So thank you very much for that. So one of the questions that people ask is, how big and how small a book can be to be considered a novel? There is some rules for that, but I'm gonna break some rules here. I'm gonna show it to you guys how you don't need to exactly follow those rules. Well, the first thing we need to understand is you cannot count by pages. So you don't know if the book is too short or if it's too long based on pages, and simply because it depends on the size of the book. So this is Canine Legends Volume 3. This is my longest book, okay? And this book is like 400 pages. But if I get the same book on hardcover, the hardcover is bigger. So the number of pages here is not 400, it's 330. But just because the format is different. So that's why we cannot consider a number of pages, because it will depend on the format that you use. So what we need to consider is the number of the words, exactly, the words count. And there's a rule that says that a novel should be between 70,000 and 120,000 words. So if you have a book that is like 50,000 words or 60,000 words, this book is pretty much considered too short to a novel. And if you have a book that is more than 120, 150, 200,000 words, it's probably those books that are like a thousand pages. That book can be too long. So considering this, considering the number of words, they understand that if you have a book that is 80, 90, 100,000 words, it's totally possible to write a novel with that amount of words. Just so you have an idea, my shortest book is My Daughter's Dog, okay? This is my shortest book. In terms of pages, the paperback has like 310 pages and is like 72,000 words. So this book is really on the low level of what is considered a novel. On the other side, as I say, this is Canine Legends Volume 3. This is my longest book. And this is 400 pages, is around 90,000 words. It's less than 100,000 words. So, and it's simple to understand. This book is long because this book was supposed to be 2 books. So I was planning to do Canine Legends Volume 4, but following an advice from a person, trilogies are good, so let's finish on Volume 3, and I agree with that. So I had to put things here that I was planning to hold for a Volume 4, but it was good. And now I have a book that is 400 pages, that is like 90-something thousand words. On the other hand, for My Daughter's Dog, there was nothing else to tell here. Yes, it's a short novel, but there was nothing else to tell here. What else I will put? What else I should explain here? There's nothing else to explain. If I start writing stuff in this book just to make him longer, just to make it longer, just to make it like, okay, I need 100,000 words. That's when books start forming something we call belly. So like there's a little belly there. So like that means there's something there. There is a little bit too much. It didn't need to be there. So when you write a book, or when I write a book, I try to leave in the book what is necessary. That's why it's so common in my case when I write a first draft. My first draft is always a little bit longer than what the final book will be, because I put all the information there. And when I send to testing reading, or like to my beta readers, I'm testing what they think is too much, what is not necessary, and then I start cutting here and there, or like shrinking some scenes and making a little bit more compact. There is some cases that there are books, novels, they are very long, and they are very famous for that. I could mention here The Hobbit, that is like a masterpiece, and it's like 800 pages. It's very long. I see people nowadays still reading books that are like 1,000 pages. So I believe, and maybe that's me, and who am I here to criticize other people? This is not my intention. But I believe like this: if you have a story that is 1,000 pages, that is like 200,000 words, why not you make 2 books about it? You know, because even nowadays, what you need is sales. You need sales. If you want to be on the top on Amazon, if you want to be on the top on the search on Google, you know, like when people Google my name, the first thing that pops is my information and then my book that is the most sell. So like, if you want to sell more, if you want to have numbers, having 2 books with no belly, it's good, because people will expend money twice. There was recently a person who asked me to do a Canine Legends volume 1, 2, and 3 in just 1 book. And it will call the Canine Legends Saga. And I kind of prepared something, and it went over 1,200 pages, the 3 books. And I was like, well, but if I do that, you know, people will buy just 1 book, and I want them buying 3 books. So that's the way I see things. And I think it's very hard. Of course, there is exceptions, but it's so hard to write an 1,000 pages book with no belly at all, with every moment in that book being important. It's so hard to do that. And maybe because I still did not reach that level of expertise, you know. Maybe I'm not that good yet to be able to write a 1,000-page book with no belly and keeping the reader reading and reading and reading. But nowadays, people, this new generation, they like short stuff. They like short videos. They like short books. They like to... It's so hard to make a young person to read a 300 pages book, you know. They don't read anymore. So like, just think about convince a person to read a 1,000 pages book. But anyway, I never had any complaints that my books are too long. As the opposite of that, I had many people saying, oh, but I want to know how this will end. I want to know how this little taste of like, I wanted to know more. So I think I could write a little bit more. So like, let me give an example. Ancient Clues, it's a book that everybody asked me about Arthur, about the father, how the father discovered all that. Because the story in the book is told by Danny's perspective, like the son. And I think it's awesome, because now I might write a book about Arthur's story. And it's another book. And now people will spend more money buying another book. But anyway, that's me. Again, maybe I'm not right. Probably I'm not right. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Bye.